Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. All right. So, we have, as you know, the more 2024 contests. And now it seems that we got our 2024 contest from Massachusetts. We're going to basically review that today. So, we have confirmed, yes, Joe Biden has won Massachusetts. And you'll see once again, this is kind of correlating to the Israel Palestine. However, the Israel-Palestine population, I would say, is the Muslim population is not as big in Boston than it is in Detroit and Minneapolis. So it's going to kind of be a little interesting. I would say this is more white socialist liberals that are in Boston. And that's true. Boston has been a city that has been notable for its socialism. Let's take a look at previous results in 2020. Now you'll see that the Democratic Socialists were so happy to go out and support Bernie Sanders, although they were more happy to support them in Franklin County in Massachusetts than in Boston. But I would tell you, of course, I would expect that Boston, of course, hardcore Boston would indeed go for said Bernie Sanders here. But municipality, this is Boston right here. You'll see Boston actually was won by said Joe Biden. Interestingly enough, here, but by what percentage point, I'm not really sure. It shouldn't be much at all. Let's take a look at, as you know, 2016, same deal. More of this. This time, Bernie Sanders lost Boston. I would tell you this time, Bernie Sanders was he's always been known as the United States Senator, the senator from Vermont with democratic socialist ideals. So I'm surprised that, once again, Boston, it really does depend. Once again, Hillary is very admired by the left. Once again, she is seen as pretty much, and they were all excited to have her as the first female president. So I think that is pretty much what made Boston kind of go for her in her favor. So, yes, looking at that, once again, Joe Biden performed his worst in Boston, that being Boston resisting putting up a good fight against Joe Biden. Because more of its leftist population, I would not really have to say, more of a, let's just kind of check, if you will, Muslim Americans in the United States, or we'll just say Islam in the United States. Yes, it seems that Muslim estimates of 2020, we have New York, Maryland, Illinois, and New Jersey that have the most Muslims. Believe it or not, Detroit doesn't have the most. They're like 2.0 percentage points, but it's near that. But keep in mind. Well, interestingly enough, we have, as you know, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, and Illinois as the most Muslim states. And I'm very interested to see how those primaries will go, because according to, as you know, Wikipedia, the 2020 estimate saying that, okay, right now, as of right now, Illinois is the state with the most Muslims. And I would say that is thanks to the Chicago Metro. And 1.5%, I would say 1.5 percentage points in the state of Massachusetts. I would say that is pretty much close to in the states of um like in Boston here. So yeah, I would have to say in marriage when it comes to that. So let's take a look now. We're gonna go to, yes, Boston, Suffolk County, going more west towards for Joe Biden. Let's take a look at next up, 2024 Republican primaries. And I was very surprised. I was almost certain Suffolk County would probably go for Nikki Haley. And it was kind of influenced, but unfortunately for her, she ended up losing Boston. This is Boston right here. And it looks like Donald Trump probably carried it by like 2 points. And it's understandable because there are a mixture of Republicans in Massachusetts that absolutely are like, oh, we got to be more liberal in order to win. We need liberal candidates in order to get into office. And there's absolutely other candidates, like other people that will be like, we need conservatives. We need to be more conservatives because of our government. Our government's so bad, we need conservatism, and they start using conservatism to cope. So I would say that would be most likely the issue in Boston, Massachusetts. They have seen the woke culture. They've seen the secular far left, the socialism that is overwhelmingly in Boston, and they are retaliating by constantly going for conservative, going more conservative. So yeah, sure, there's going to be a mixture of that neocon, more of a I would say sympathizer, than and then there's more of a retaliator, which will often go more towards, as you know, conservative, go for the more conservative candidate, with that being Donald Trump. Let's see, you'll see the patterns. Nikki Haley did best in one of the best liberal areas. You'll see over here. And yeah, these areas, I believe she won by 40%. She barely won those areas. And it looks like 100% of the results have been counted in. So yes, I would have thought for sure Boston. I would have predicted that Trump won everything except for Boston. I was somewhat half right, but I would strongly think that Plymouth County right here, it's the most conservative county of them all. Realistically, there is no such thing as a conservative county in Massachusetts, but Plymouth County is the least woke, but apparently we have Hampton County, which ended up going for Democrat. I mean, voting for Trump by over 70%, which is an overwhelming performance. Sure, maybe there's not as much Republicans. I would tell you it's one of the most less liberal counties, despite having Springfield, Massachusetts. You'll see over here, let's see, yes, Trump carried every city in and every municipality in Hampton County. Haley's best, you could say it was Suffolk County, or you'd have to take a look at the records. But yes, Trump performed with 59.8%. That's pretty good, seeing that's Massachusetts. Massachusetts, we've seen Republicans like Charlie Baker, who has more of a left-wing Republican than actually a conservative. So that is pretty good what we're looking at right here. Yes, all 40 delegates going for Donald Trump, 0 left for Haley. And yes, you see the pattern here. More liberal areas, rural liberal areas in the West, going slightly more for Haley. Well, Trump won these areas, but as you'll see, Haley did best over here. Haley did best in the Boston areas, over here, even the islands. Let's see, I'm forgetting that name, but Barnstable County, the peninsula, she did that good there. But what do you guys think? Let's see. I want to see who endorsed. I was looking for Charlie Baker. Charlie Baker, he doesn't even want to endorse Haley. Look at all these woke Republicans over here endorsing Haley, and no one. And let's see, John J. Leons as the only grip enough to actually endorse Trump. He is the former chairman of the Massachusetts Republican Party, having left office last year. But anyway, what do you guys think? Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.